goodness. Oh my goodness. It has been too long. Too long. I hope everything is still sounding okay. Still looking okay. There I am. My in-game avatar. Salutations, my friends. I am Riley Arlick. And welcome back at long last to Pokemon. Pokemon Sword. Our Nuzlocke Challenge. Where, our team's, looking pretty interesting. We've got, Dr. Noct, the Noctowl, Red Shell, the Shuckle, Omnom, the Dreadnought, Breezy, the Pelipper, Gyromite, the Claydol, and Bonnie, the, Thievul. Thievul, that's right. Nickit evolves into Thievul. And in terms of backup Pokemon, if any of these pass on, this is what we have left. Brudder the Slowpoke, Wiggler the Grubbin, and Grubhub the Grubbin. So it's looking rough. To remind everyone, this is a Nuzlocke campaign, right? So I've been limited on what I can catch. I've also added a couple other rules. For example, not using healing items in the middle of battle. And not using held items. Time to take on the Final Four and win the whole Poke League. Well, actually, so since I lost against Raihan, I need to rematch him first. I haven't gotten that 8th gym badge yet. But I hope to be able to do that soon. The first task is going to be training up this team a little bit longer. It's not quite ready yet. I need this team to be around the 40-45 levels, and currently only a couple of them are around that level. And of course, my cat is sniffing around, looking for trouble. Little Curry here by my side. It has been a week. A heck of a week. A real heck of a week. The last time I streamed, I'm just reminding myself of the things that these Pokemon have. The last time I streamed was an endurance stream for Fire Emblem Three Houses, which was great. And, then I got caught in a winter storm. Now, this information may kind of dox a little bit, but I think if you've been following my Twitter, you kind of get an idea of where I've been already. It's many states had to suffer through this rough winter, but the state where I'm currently residing really seemed to have gotten the worst of it all. Sorry, I had to shove my cat off of the thing. And that's rough. I mean, there's no way around it. The situation got really rough. It was tough for millions of people. It was tough for millions of people, right? So as I kind of figure out where exactly I want to start training these Pokemon, I think maybe I'll start with this Golett. I want to preface it by saying that I had it okay. I came through it pretty much unscathed. I wish that I could say that everyone is fine. But the fact of the matter is that people died. And, you know, that's never great when people are suffering from avoidable situations, right? But we won't get too far into that. The big takeaway was that on Monday, people started losing power. I kept power until about Monday evening. Me and my kobolds were doing things as normal. We were watching some YouTube videos and some streams, and things were going great. And then Monday night, as we're getting ready to turn into bed, the power went out. And it was below freezing at that point. And our den is a little drafty. It can be a little drafty at times. But we had, you know, plenty of blankets, and, you know, we managed to make do. We stayed warm. Me and my cat, we stayed warm. And we got through the night. And we kind of took stock of the situation on Tuesday morning. So Tuesday morning, still no power. And then we lost water. We realized that water was no longer flowing. Because the pipes were frozen. The pipes leading up to my den in the mountains was frozen over. Despite trying to drip water and other things like that. Now, I'm thankful that my kobolds and I had the presence of mind in the days before, Sunday and Monday, when we knew that this weather front was coming. We dripped the pipes, and we started to store that water into a filter pitcher, and then we poured that water into other containers, like large cups and some other things. So I actually had a decent amount saved up of drinking and washing, you know, hand washing and teeth brushing water, which is great. That definitely helped, especially come Tuesday. So Tuesday, no power, no water, and my kobolds and I took stock of our food situation, because I hadn't gone grocery shopping in a little while. We realized very quickly that much of the food that we had, like soup and some other things, required power to cook. So when we realized that, I think was when the situation really started to sink in, like, uh-oh. We might be in a little bit of trouble here. This is not what we want to see. An empty pantry during a natural crisis or a weather crisis. So we kind of rationed some things. A little bit rough. Not gonna lie, me and my kobolds were a bit hungry for a couple days there. But we pretty much stayed in bed, and I mean, I kind of almost hibernated, really, through Tuesday. Wednesday, we got a little bit of power in the morning, like literally a half an hour, enough to cook some of the food, and that was about it. Oh, it's a girder. And that was a blessing. Even though we only had power for about a half an hour, it was enough to cook some food that we otherwise wouldn't have been able to eat, and the heater turned on for a little while, and then it was back to nothing. So it was mostly staying in bed, conserving energy, conserving food, conserving water, while trying to keep tabs on what was happening. Using my phone and looking out and seeing what all is going on in the world, and just seeing kind of the situation get worse and worse for a lot of people. The snow is piling up outside, and you know, it was kind of fun for that first day, but then it quickly became a burden. Though many people, you know, myself and my kobolds included, had to turn to using that snow, melting it, and whatever meltwater that we could get to fuel the toilets and things like that. So I would set a bucket out, get a bunch of snow in that bucket, bring that inside, and inside was just warm enough that the snow would melt and then we could flush. That was the situation that we were in. Am I missing all the golettes? I thought there were more of those. It's also really rainy over here. Let's go up this way. So, I believe it was Wednesday when me and my kobolds got a little... We were feeling pretty down. Feeling pretty desperate. And thankfully, a fellow dragon was willing to invite us over, and we were able to enjoy a hot shower. Or was that Thursday? I can't remember if it was Wednesday or Thursday. I'm pretty sure it was Thursday. So Wednesday was just more survival. Yeah, that was really all it came down to. And so finally, I think it was... yeah, so Thursday we went over, we got a shower, we got fresh food, and we got some water and other things. Really, really good. Friday, power's starting to come back on. Great, we have heat again. Still no water. Saturday, water starts coming back intermittently. Because they're testing it. They're testing the water, they're testing the pipes. Some maintenance people were coming up, plumbers and other things were helping to fix the pipes. And the weather was getting warmer, so the snow had melted and all these other kinds of things. And it was looking not too bad at that point. There's a level finally for Breezy. So that was when we were finally able to recover, was Saturday evening, I'd say. Things were finally looking like they were back to some semblance of normalcy. It was scary to me to be so dependent on electricity and the internet and the food systems that we have, and for all of that to shut down. All of that to shut down. Even yesterday, Monday now, so several days later now, the grocery stores nearby are still out of stock of a lot of things. A lot of things had to be thrown out because the food went bad. And it was just a rough and stressful time. It was stressful. That's really the bottom line. I've been through many natural disasters. I have survived earthquakes, I have survived hurricanes, I have survived droughts, I have survived tornadoes and tropical storms, I have survived floods. And now I've survived a winter storm. I think this was the last natural disaster, at least in my mind, that I can think of, that I have yet to go through and survive. But I have survived it. I do have enough to eat now, and I'm getting more food as we go, so things are turning around. Things are finally turning around. I would not wish this experience on anyone. I would not wish this experience on anyone. It was, quite simply, miserable. To not know when power or water was going to come back on. To have no choice but to bundle up and hope that you're warm enough through it all. To survive. And to be okay. That's scary. I don't wish that on anyone. So that was my experience. Actually, Steel Wing is a pretty good move. So I think I'll take that. If you guys have any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them. While we kind of go through and go through this this training montage in real time. Let's do Brine instead of Quick Attack there. So, I'm happy to answer any questions that I can about what happened. It was really just crazy. It was crazy. It still is in some regards. Ooh, you know what? Bonnie can learn Ice Fang, so I think let me get rid of Tail Slap. But we're through it. I wasn't able to stream. Obviously, we had no power. We had no internet or anything like that. I did finally... Things are finally kind of calmed down and normalized to a degree. So nothing of mine broke, thankfully. The big thing was that the concern was that pipes would break. Some pipes nearby did break. Thankfully, none of mine did, and really, I was worried and waiting for the next thing to break to happen, just to be the cherry on top of all of what was going on. But thankfully, none of my pipes broke. So no leaks, no sudden pool in my living room or anything like that. I'm very, very thankful for those things. Still trying to see what else I have here. Venoshock, Revenge, Bullet Seed. Let's see if I can take on these little toadstool things. But I was honestly expecting something to break, right? The pipes here are very old. And so I would not have been surprised if something did break. And then I would have had to deal with that, and I probably still wouldn't be able to stream because of, you know, the fixing of that might still be going on. So I am glad that nothing broke and that we are finally able to return to my normal streaming schedule, and I'm excited. I missed streaming. I missed you guys so much. You know, I'd been streaming really regularly for like 2 straight months. Well, November was when I started, so December and January. Yeah, like 2 straight months. So to go without being able to talk to you guys and stream for you guys, wow, that was actually more torture than I thought it would. I probably could have started streaming this weekend, like on Sunday, and I chose not to, just in case, again, something broke. But I ended up just kind of, I don't know, kind of listless for most of the day. Didn't have a whole heck of a lot to do, except to catch up on some chores and stuff. So I'm just really happy to be back. Critical hit. We can't afford to lose any more of these Pokemon, by the way. My goodness. I'm glad these Palpitoad are relatively easy to take down. They're giving me some pretty good EXP as well. That's good stuff. But there are people out there that are still in trouble. So if you are in a position to help, you know, look up a donation drive that's going to people affected by the winter storm. There are many out there, you know, whatever, if you have the opportunity to, I encourage it. I myself, I don't need it, right? I don't need anything. I'm good. I'm going to recover. It's going to be fine. But there are people out there that even today still don't have power and may not have water. And there are people that can't return to work, or that their homes have been completely flooded, or things like that. So if you can, I urge you to look up a charity of your choice and give a little. $1, $5, something like that. Anything. Because that can go a long way to helping somebody get back on their feet. So that's all I have to say about that, really. But again, I'll keep answering questions as I can. For now, my plan is to kind of get back into the swing of things. Get back into. I should have thought ahead a little bit and kind of looked up some local charities to recommend to people. But Google is a great friend. I highly recommend, a quick Google search, Texas charities or something like that, or Louisiana charities or something like that. Ooh, guard split. Oh, right. No, I don't want to learn that. Anywhere else that's been affected by this winter storm, that's what I would recommend. And I think I myself will do that, and I'll probably tweet about it later, so you guys can hold me accountable. So I'm finally online. My updated schedule is on my Twitter account, at @ArlickRiley, which is great. Today, obviously, Pokemon stream. We're gonna go for as long as we need to train up these Pokemon and try to take on Raihan again. Tomorrow, it is going to hopefully be a collaboration between me and Enob with a new mod in Minecraft. Or maybe it's an old mod, I'm not sure. But it's an exciting mod with a lot of exploration and combat and a couple other fun things. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Enob and I got along great during our collaborations in the old VCraft server. And so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We still have to test some of the things. We're kind of going to the oh, this guy is level 44. Hold on. Did I notice that before? This guy's actually kind of tough. Ooh. I should still be able to take him on, but... Ooh! I'm gonna have to swap out. Let's switch to Dr. Nocturne. So we'll have that collab with Enob, and then I'll be back finally into my survival Minecraft server on Thursday. Going forward, I've got lots of different things that I want to do, but we still have some games that are pending. So Fire Emblem Three Houses, we still have to continue that. And then, obviously, we still have to beat the champion in this game, and then I want to get back into Minecraft and do some more of that. So, looking ahead, that's kind of the plan, the tentative plan here. Was that just one? Oh, it's because I'm technically in a different area here. I see. Let me heal some more. So we're kind of getting, just getting back to the normal swing of things. I want to make an effort to complete Fire Emblem Three Houses. So I may actually do more of those endurance streams. I may do longer streams for that one to push forward and complete that game. Because there is actually, I found out a lot more to it that I did not expect. So I'm going to try to push through with that. So that we can kind of get, enjoy the game, obviously, but also finish it. Because I have other games that I want to play. And I can't, like, the way that I schedule myself, I can't really add new games until I finish another one. Yeah, I hope you all are excited. Because I'm excited. I'm excited moving ahead. Right now, it's just going to be a little bit of grinding in the old Pokemon world here. Yeah, absolutely. Please do. Yeah. please, please link it, and then I'll try to take that same link and I'll put it as a comment under the video when the stream ends as well. That would be fantastic. I know lots of different VTubers out there are exploring lots of different kinds of content, which always makes me happy. Ha! It just hurt itself, and that took that out. Good. And I'm just doing my best. We're up to 122 subscribers, which is very exciting to me. I would love to keep that trend going, to keep you know, inching towards 200. I know there's talk about how the community tab and the new YouTube Shorts can help. I may try to make some YouTube Shorts myself and see how that goes. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do about that. I'm not sure what kind of content I would make with a YouTube short. Apparently it's like a 1-minute video. Oh, sleep powder. Well, that's rude. Ooh, that's kind of obnoxious, actually. Okay. Let's switch to Dr. Not. Yeah. Heal yourself. Just you wait, Gloom. Just you wait. Take that. There you go. Got it. Okay. Okay. Let me wake up my Pelipper here. Do I have I have full heal. Okay. Did not expect that Gloom to have sleep powder. Wind Pod, huh? Okay. So, I've played so many Pokemon games that I'm so used to, like, hitting or holding B to run. So even when I'm just out here, I'll hold B to run, even though it does absolutely nothing in Pokemon Sword. I keep finding myself clicking that button, though. I forgot that we caught this little Wingull in a heal ball. I keep seeing that, and it's cute. But yeah, as I said in, Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Obsidian Bubble. I really do. I'm so pleased with a lot of the artwork that people have been sending me. I did get my first Skeb a little while ago. Skeb is a Japanese artist commissioning site. So they connect commissioners with artists that are open for commissions, effectively. It's a very, very nice system that I had been nervous about, but I did it, and I got that picture. I have that under the hashtag #ArlicArt on my Twitter account. Really, really cute picture that I got of me with a bunch of Goomy. Goomy is one of my favorite Pokemon. I think it's a really cute dragon Pokemon. Really great concept. And I really enjoyed that picture. I still do. And of course, the fan art that Obsidian Bubble has been doing for me, and that I've gotten from a couple of other people that are fans of my streams. I adore it. I really adore it. I really do. I know I could probably draw more pictures for myself. I mean, I did make this avatar after all, right? But I mean, it takes a lot of time to stream and to take care of, you know, my dragonly duties and take care of all the kobolds and all sorts of stuff like that. So I don't have a ton of time to do stuff like that. Oops. What did I run to? Oh, a Natsu. Okay. So I just want to reiterate that I'm so thankful for your effort there, Obsidian Bubble. I really, really appreciate it. Get out of here, Natu. The adorable little orb. Little borb. Bird orb. Do I need to heal again? Kinda. Gosh, what else can I talk about? Yeah, I mean, it's wild because so many things got put on hold. It feels like I've just been on hold for a week. Not sure of what to do or unable to do much of anything, really. So just getting back into the swing of things, it feels good. It feels good to be streaming again. I'm glad that all my equipment seems to still be working. Kobolds kept it in good working order. Always thankful for their efforts. Ooh, there's a big palpitoad over there. There's a bunch more of them. Okay, good. Oh no, seismitoad. This is the palpitoad. That was the seismitoad, right. Whew. But this challenge continues. Bravely taking on these Pokemon, knocking them out one by one. So that these Pokemon can become champions. That's the goal, anyway. Ow. Least favorite line of Evos? Probably Bunnelby and Diggersby. I'm just not a huge fan of that Pokemon. In fact, I've talked about that before. I really do not like Bunnelby or Diggersby. So much so that I called a mulligan the last time we found one in this challenge. But actually, there should be some exciting news coming up. Pokemon Day is ahead of us. And in a couple of days, we may be hearing more about more Pokemon news, right? And it could be, you know, a new series of cards. It could be a new game. It could be, you know, who knows what. But a lot of people are expecting, thanks to Nintendo kind of holding or Game Freak rather, holding a rather reliable development schedule for the past couple of decades, that we may be getting a Sinnoh Gen 4 remake. The last remake we got, I believe, was the Ruby and Sapphire remake, so Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, that was using the kind of introduced the Mega Evolution into Ruby and Sapphire, which is pretty cool. And then we did get Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu after Sun and Moon. And that was kind of more interesting port over, I suppose, of the original Red and Blue. Kind of bringing them into the modern gaming systems or something like that. But the next thing would be Gen 4. Good old Dialga and Palkia and the other kind of wild god Pokemon could be getting a remake of those. And some people are hesitant. Some people are nervous that we may end up getting like a Let's Go version of that, which is kind of simplified. Some people are hoping that we'll get something that looks a lot more like Pokemon Sword and Shield that just happens to be a remake of Diamond and Pearl. I myself would like, you know, the remake to be... If we get a remake, you know, we don't know, but if we get a remake of some kind, I would rather more effort be put into it than less, of course. I'm hoping for a proper Diamond and Pearl remake. And I actually remember. I remember a news clip a long while ago when Diamond and Pearl were first coming out. And the developers of Game Freak were talking to various news outlets. And one of the news outlets asked them, you know, why did you call this... And this was a time when the developers actually show up on regular daytime news channels, right? Because that was kind of a big thing at the time, a new Pokemon game. Welcome, Mad Jackie. So the news person asked the developers, why did you call it Diamond and Pearl? And they said that Diamond and Pearl was the most refined that they had ever made Pokemon. And that the diamond being, you know, something that is crushed under pressure over millennia, and a pearl is something that is made inside of a clam of some kind over a long period of time, and refined and refined and refined, that it was the most refined Pokemon game that they had ever created. So it's interesting to kind of remember that. Remember when the developers were talking about those sorts of things. And then to see kind of where we are now and wonder, well, you know, is Pokemon Sword and Shield the most refined Pokemon game that they've ever made? Because a lot of people don't think so. So, we'll see, I think, is the only thing that I can really say. We'll see. We'll see what they do. That's going to be coming up, I think, on the 25th is Pokemon Day. And hey, if it's Pokemon Day, it's a great opportunity for them to reveal a new game because there's already hype just for it being Pokemon Day. We haven't gotten any teasers or anything like that so far, and Nintendo doesn't do a ton of teasers, really. They just reveal the information when it's ready to go out. So, we'll see. We'll see. I would love for it to be a remake of Diamond and Pearl. I think that would be a lot of fun. If it is kind of a Let's Go Diamond and Let's Go Pearl sort of thing, I might not get it. Because I didn't get Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. I didn't get those ones. It just seemed a little bit too simple for me. I know that a lot of people complain that the games have gotten easier and easier. It's also possible that, you know, they're kind of confused because really they've just gotten better at video games. Pokemon is still, I would say, pretty complicated for a new gamer, right? Somebody just getting into video games. Pokemon, with all of its abilities, type combinations, and all sorts of things like that, actually pretty tough. So, but like the fact that the game tells you what moves are super effective or not very effective against Pokemon kind of tells you that maybe it's a little easy. Easier than it used to be, anyway. Anyway, let's swap over to Omnom here. And see if we can't beat up some more of these things. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. We'll see what happens. What other news? A lot of YouTubers have been playing Valheim, which apparently is made by the same people that made Satisfactory. That's kind of cool. It looked interesting. I mean, a crafting survival game with a little bit of combat here and there. But I don't like that when you die, you lose your skills. Right? So you can get skills in swimming and using a spear and all sorts of things like that. But if you die, you lose all those skills, or some of those skills. And I'm not a fan of that sort of system. Not a fan of that sort of system. So I'm not sure that I'll play that game. Just murking these Palpitoads left and right. Right, yeah, I mean, obviously, just don't die. But, you know, that's easier said than done in a game that you might not be used to or trying to make good progress in. Because it has bosses, which is kind of interesting. Valheim has a variety of bosses that you tackle from time to time. And those fights are challenging. Those fights are made to be challenging, so you might end up dying. And so to die and then become weaker as a result, that's rough. Like, oof. What else has been going on? My cat's doing all right. She's fine. Oh, goodness. That's news. That's news for me. I'm always happy when my cat is happy. I'm still so thankful for my friends for taking me in and feeding me a couple days ago. We got to go back to our kind of a normal model Monday. Just yesterday, I managed to see them again, and we work on various projects together. I was painting some Idneth Deepkin, and my friend was painting some Tau. We were talking about all sorts of things. I'm holding up. I kind of already told the chat a lot about my experience, you know, going through the power outages and the water outages and stuff like that, but I'm doing much, much better now that all that is past. Emotionally, physically. You know, I think the thing to understand about me is that, yes, I am a dragon, but I'm low energy. The reason I have this form is because I don't have enough energy to maintain my full draconic form. I'm still in kind of this delicate state. I do have water and power back. Curry actually loved it. So I went outside and I actually got a cup of snow, and I brought it in to kind of show Curry. She wanted nothing to do with it. She wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. And I thought that was hilarious. But she was glued to the window. She was glued to the window looking outside, even though, like, the window was cold. I mean, it was really chilly by the window, where it was much warmer in bed, but there were times when she just preferred to be by the window looking at all the stuff that's going on outside. It was really funny. She did end up cuddling me quite a lot, though. She would crawl under the covers with me and right nuzzle up against my chest, and oh, that part was great. I could do that every day. I really like it when my cat gets cuddly. I got water and power back. The big thing that I don't have is food. I still am kind of a little spotty on food. I ordered out today, and I was glad that delivery is all working and all that kind of stuff. You know, you got to respect these you know, food delivery places and stuff like that, because I'm sure they're busy right now with the state of some of the grocery stores. I heard that there was a Pizza Hut or something that, ooh, that hurt, sold out of food like in 4 hours on Monday. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's really amazing how fast the weather has recovered. It feels like now the snowstorm was just a bad dream. Yeah, I definitely can feel that. I can appreciate that. It's bizarre. Now that it's all nice and sunny and warm outside. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Actually, I should probably just go and heal to get some PP back. Some power points. My Deepkin are coming along. So I've had 1,000 points painted of them for a long while. And I've been sitting on that for quite some time. Now, I But the issue is that, like, most of those points was in, like, 3 models. Like, a king, one of the characters, and then the Eidolon, which is the gigantic manifestation of their deity, their water god. So that's... And then I had, like, 1 unit of troops painted. So I finally started work on some of the eels, the eel cavalry. And I'm really happy with those as they're coming out. I've got... They're actually right next to me. I've got 1 eel rider, the musician, has this big conch shell that they blow as their kind of war horn or something like that. And then I just finished another eel, but I haven't finished the rider. But that's the banner bearer rider. So that's kind of a lot of fun. But it takes a while because I do have them in pieces to have an easier time painting them in sub-assemblies. So I can't really play with the models until I finish painting them so that I can stick them all together. That's kind of the disadvantage of sub-assemblies. But the Idoneth Deepkin, for those that may be, you know, your eyes are glazed over because you don't understand, you know, what I'm talking about. They're effectively sea elves, right? They're elves from the fantasy world that live underwater and have managed to tame a variety of underwater beasts to take into battle. So they've got big seahorse dragons, they've got a gigantic sea turtle, they've got eels and sharks that they ride, and all sorts of other great things. How much do I have in total? I haven't counted up points-wise how much I have in total, but I've got at least like 1 of each of the different characters. I've got 1 of the kings, 1 of the Eidolons, and then I've got 1 unit of the troops, and then I have like 12 eels and 2 sharks. And that's about... And then I have the turtle. Yeah, and then I have the turtle. So, all told, it's not the biggest army. It's just a matter of... It takes time to paint and build this stuff. I'm a little bit slow at it. But they're really cool. Chipping away at hobby stuff. It's a lot of fun. I gotta, you know, have something to show for being cooped up during this pandemic, right? Oh, look at all these Palpitoads. I wish I could face them all at the same time. Have like a triple battle right there. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Ooh, yeah, the Blissbarb Archers. How are they going together? Are they a good kit so far? Are there some, like, different customization options and stuff? Playing Pokemon, talking about Warhammer, life is good. I'm a nerdy dragon, and I am proud of it. I am proud of it. One of the reasons I'm facing these Palpitoads, 1 is because they go down pretty easy. 2, because they're evolved, they give a little bit more EXP. And 3, they're relatively low level, so it's easy to just one-shot these guys and get them out of the way. Ooh, that kind of hurt, though. Not many options, really, and they build very weirdly. Interesting. I'm sure it's probably because of some of their wild poses. And in order to reduce various seam lines, I'm sure that's some of the consideration they had to make. I haven't seen them in person, so I don't know. But I would bet that's the thing, because Games Workshop is getting pretty good at hiding seam lines. So things will go together in weird ways so that you don't see the joins where 2 models are coming together. That's the ideal anyway. Whether that's actually how the model goes together or not is kind of to be seen. Very extreme side of monopose models. There's not much I can do to convert these guys. That's a little too bad. But how many of them do you think you need? Like, have you gotten the Battle Tome and looked through that? I haven't looked at any of the battle tomes. Like a Warcry gang? Huh. I wonder almost if maybe somebody, like maybe they were going to be a Warcry gang, and then the designers had like a bunch of different options for troops that could be a Warcry gang, and then somebody came along and was just like, hey, you know what? We could just update this entire army. Use all these, you know, instead of just picking one or two, we'll like get one or two bigger models and then, you know, update all of it at the same time. That'd be kind of funny if that was the case. Palpitoads, they have such little funny mouths. I'm planning on getting at least 20 of them, split into 2 squads. What I heard, MSUs are good with this new battle tome with how depravity points now are. Ah, I see. Interesting. Interesting. There's another level for Gyromite. Good, good, good. Again, I do apologize because we are going to be at this for a while. So if you guys want to talk about anything, now's your chance. Bring up a topic. Let me know if you have questions. If you have questions for me, if you have questions in general, throw them at me. We can just have a good old chat. Now that actually could be problematic. Okay, he's fine. I'm willing to talk about just about anything, and within reason, you know, let's keep it, you know, PG-13 at least. I don't want to be addressing too many adult conversations in my chat. But otherwise, I am an open book. Let's actually... There we go. 20 of them. I need to really look at my Deepkin again because I definitely want the kind of ideal, like the mostly cavalry stuff. I never got any of the archers, the Deepkin archers. They're a cool unit, but you need like a lot of them to make any damage, and they're kind of weak. But I really like the all-mounted Deepkin force, where like you don't have a single thing touching the table because they're all on flying stands. I think that's a lot of fun. Yeah, these guys are really funky with how they build. I'm still working on the first member, and her torso is like split into 4 different parts. That's wild. That's wild. Okay. Ooh, Jawlock. That's a good one. Yeah, let's go ahead and replace Bite. You know, I need to teach Omnom Razor Shell. Is that something that I do with the move Remember or something like that? I can't remember. Let's go over and find out. We can also try the lottery while we're here. May as well, right? Try Lotto AD. Can't explain it much in a YouTube chat, but you have to see it to know what I mean. I'll take a look at the pictures of the spruce, the sprues, later on. Nope, not okay, nothing. So let's heal. I saw somebody that converted the new Sigvald into a Sanguinor. Oh yeah, sure enough, there's Razor Shell. Oh, and there's Crunch too. Those moves are actually quite a bit better than what I have. So actually, let's do Crunch. Do I want Jawlock or Crunch? So this one is... The effect goes away if the other Pokemon leaves the field. Yeah, let's do Crunch instead of Jawlock, because Crunch has a chance of lowering their defense. Whereas Jawlock has that ability where they can't escape, which isn't really necessary. And then I also want to learn Razor Shell instead of Dive. Because that's a powerful move. 75, it's got 95 accuracy, so we know it's going to miss 1/3 of the time. But 75, it's a little bit weaker than Dive. This may also lower the... But that also may lower a target's defense stat. So we'll take that too. Okay. And then... What else do we have in here? I wonder if any of these Pokemon can remember some good moves. Ooh, Protect. Tailwind Supersonic, Swallow Spit Up Fling. Do I want Protect instead of Brine, maybe? I kind of do. Yeah, let's do that. Jackie and Riley, have either of you tried customizing any of the models, or have you just stuck to the instructions? Yes! Is the answer to that question. I love converting and kind of making other kinds of models. I'm not very good at it. But it is something that I definitely enjoy. Let's also see what Red Shell can remember. Red Shell knows Rest, Struggle Bug, Rock Throw, and Power Split. Power Split and Rest are kind of my plan to deal with Duraludon. So we'll see how that goes. Bit of both. I do convert quite a bit, but kind of depends on what model I'm working on. Yeah, I think some of the best conversions are the little, like the very subtle ones. Like a little weapon swap here and there are a lot of fun, and but add just that little bit of extra, you know, customization. Let's see. So how about Gyromite? Can Gyromite learn anything good? Teleport. Hyper Beam. Oh yeah, I can learn Hyper Beam, huh? Rock Tomb. Let's see, because its special attack is higher, so I wonder if Psybeam is 65. What's extra sensory? Oh, 90. Yeah, that's so much better. Oh no, Earth Power is 90. Extra sensory is 80. Okay, that's still better. Cosmic Power raises defense, special defense. Average attack, special attack. Yeah, so I've got that as well. Okay. Yeah, let's give it up on Psybeam. We don't need that. Don't want self-destruct. Do not want self-destruct. Kitty, what you doing? What you sniffing at that for? For my Chaos Marines and Army, most of my conversions are really just head swaps or maybe a few other details, but when I had my Beast of Chaos Army, I had like every model kit bashing for... Yeah. Yeah. I haven't really been inspired enough to make like a humongous like converted army. That's one thing that I feel I wish I was a little bit better at, was coming up with really cool ideas, because I see... But then another big thing is, at the rate that I go, I'm not very fast at a lot of these things, so it takes me a long time to actually, you know, do the conversions and paint it up and have a completed stuff. So for the most part, I stick to the instructions. My Sisters of Battle are pretty much all just based on the instructions. It'd be great. When does Noctowl learn Hypnosis? Sky Attack. Wow, okay. My favorite customization that I've ever made was a Demon Prince. I took the torso of the Demon Prince, so this big broad torso with these big claws, and I stuck on the Hellbrute arms, so it had these big mechanical power fists, these big gigantic fists with guns in them, and then I gave it the head of this mechanical monstrosity called an Amble, so it's like this robotic insectile head, and then its lower body was the body of the Seahorse Dragon from the Deepkin. So it had these, like, 3 tentacle-like tails coming down that were really cool. I gotta find that and take it out and take some pictures of it, because I'm really happy with how that came out. And then I threw some other details on as well. I'm pretty sure he has wings on top of everything. That one, I haven't painted him at all, but I'm really proud of that conversion. That's the farthest I've ever gone with a conversion. And I'm really happy that all the sizes of things came out well enough. Yeah. My Demon Prince. So let's try this Razor Shell, huh? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Dr. Noct going up a level. Moon? Oh, Moon Blast. That's a fairy move. That's a very powerful against dragons. Okay, we need that. Let's get rid of Reflect. We don't need Reflect. Like, I love Chaos Space Marines. The army that I want to make out of Chaos Space Marines, I would have to either do, like, a ton of conversion or wait for certain other models to come out. Like, I really love tanks and cavalry and things like that. I would love to make, like, a Chaos Biker army, but currently the Chaos Bikers are really unimpressive compared to, like, the latest sculpts. So I'm kind of holding out hope that they'll make some new Chaos Bikers. I need to make a Demon Prince for my Chaos Space Marines. I want to make it like the Tyrant Cyber Demons from Doom Eternal. Yeah! That would be really, really cool. There's a lot you can do with the miniature making hobby. There's a lot you can do with it. It's a lot of fun. Just work, and then the nice thing is that at the end of the day, you have something that you made, right? Whether you follow the instructions or not. It's kind of like a Lego set, right? Like, you can follow the instructions for a Lego set, or just take all the pieces and make whatever you want, but at the end of the day, you have something that you made. It's really, really satisfying. Oops, sorry for knocking my microphone there. And that's what I like about working with miniatures and model kits and things like that. Whoa, hey, there's some more. But it's also very easy, I think, to get too many projects like I have. It's hard for me to really focus in on one project because I just have so many. And I bounce around from one project to another, so none of them really get complete. But I'll have, like, sections of things complete. Like, I've got half of my Deepkin complete, and I've got half of my Titanicus Force complete. I've got a few of my Aeronautica planes complete. I've got some of my Sisters of Battle complete, and uh-oh. I accidentally paused something. Uh-oh. Why is my controller not working? Uh-oh. 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 Hold on. Technical difficulties. Be right back. Okay, okay. I fixed it. I fixed it. Sorry, my friend. Sorry. That was a little embarrassing. I accidentally hit the spacebar, which started a recording, which was not what I wanted. Yeah. I mean, I do. Kinda, right? I mean, they're not that thick. They're not that thick, right? Right, guys? Right? Yeah, let me just wiggle back down here. Yeah. It's stylized. It's just stylized, that's all. That style just happens to make my butt look big. Okay? That's all. Dummies. Oh my god. Jeez Louise. Alright, we're almost all to 40. I just realized, how do you take off your chest piece? It's got straps in the back. It's got some straps. Jeez. Y'all are terrible. Y'all are terrible. It's got holes for my wings and stuff like that. In fact, this chest piece is specifically kind of designed to reflect arrows. The angles that it make up kind of help arrows just bounce away. At least that's what I was going for when I had it commissioned. The chest piece, I mean. I had it commissioned by a famous blacksmith about a couple thousand years ago. Oh, did I miss? Oh, that's why. Okay. Oh, that almost did it. Uh-oh. This could hurt a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, let's swap out. I can't remember that blacksmith's name. Now that I'm thinking about it. Huh. It's been a long time. I want to say it was, where did I get this thing made? I remember it was the, what the humans refer to now, I believe, is the Iron Age. I'm pretty sure it was... Huh, okay. Finish the first member. I think your theory on them being a Warcry gang is true. Yeah. That's wild. Eat it, Palpitoad. Alright, Omnom level 40. We're so close to being able to face Raihan. Oh my goodness. This is a chore, my friends. This is a chore. I've been just beating up these Palpitoads for a solid hour. But we got to do what we got to do. I don't want to cheat you guys and just, you know, say that I did all this training off camera or something like that. And, you know, meanwhile, you know, my Pokemon are dying and I'm, you know, reviving them and stuff like that. I don't want to do that to you. I'm sticking to my guns. I suppose it's less a matter of content and more a matter of integrity. I'm letting my integrity get in the way of the content. That's what's happening. I hope you all understand. Okay. Yeah, I am too. I am too. We do have this backup team here, and actually I'm going to start to take on some of the tougher Pokemon over here. Let me swap some things out. Because I believe there's some Hippopotas over here that are higher level. I don't really want to deal with any of those Doug Trio. But over here, yeah, there's these guys. I like the quality of the models GW is making nowadays, but I just wish they were easier to build. I remember the Psychomancer wasn't easy to build either. Yeah. Well, the Psychomancer was a lot of spindly parts as well. The Necron Psychomancer. So that's a bit rough. Okay, so this guy's level 44. Let's see if we can knock him out real quick. Yeah, we can. Alright, one hit with our little Pelipper here. That's great. When I did my Play Marine kill team, they weren't easy to build either. Those the newest Chaos Marines weren't too bad in their new. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what Games Workshop does in the future. Because I think that, you know, some people kind of miss the way that you could take any torso and match it with any arms and any head and any backpack and any legs. But at the end of the day, believe it or not, your models ended up kind of looking all the same anyway. Because you, you know, there was no variety in pose. Ooh, double edge. Ooh, that kind of hurt. But now, it's kind of like there's the upper body, which is like the torso and arms are one piece, and then the legs are all one piece. And there are a couple of options here and there, but it's not as exhaustive. And I'm okay with that, honestly. Because the end result is that the models end up looking a lot nicer and a lot more dynamic. The issue, really, is when you get a big army of models. Like, let's say, for example, like with your Blissbarb archers. If you have, you know, let's say 2 squads of 20, right? 2 squads of 20 that, you know, you're going to start noticing that some of the poses are similar to each other. One of the worst offenders of that is, I think, the Daughters of Cain Witch Elves, where in a box of 10, you get only really 5 poses. Oh, what the heck? Oh, he just scared me away. Oh, that's lame. He roared me away. That's super obnoxious. Because of that, I really hope GW doesn't update Tyranids into being monopose, because I feel like they would lose all their model adaptation. Yeah. Well, I think models like the Warriors and Raveners are probably not going to change much. Because they already have so many options. But yeah, like with Daughters of Cain, if you want Witch Elves, you're looking at a lot of the same pose. Because it's 10 models, but it's 5 poses, right? So 2 of each pose. And you need like a squad of 30. So in a squad of 30, you're looking at each 6 is like the same pose, and there's nothing you can do about it. They're so hard to convert. That's rough. That's rough. Alright, don't scare me away this time. Oh, rest. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I don't need to be fighting these hippopotas because they're kind of obnoxious right now. So we'll see what they do. So far, I think most people are pretty happy to be getting new models. Like the Sisters of Battle, for example, they have, you know, 10 poses in one box. They're very clearly made to have one model is always supposed to be the Sister Superior and the rest are supposed to be the rest. But you do have some options, some ways to convert those around. Let's see, is there another kind of Pokemon around this area that I can fight instead of these hippopotas? Might be a little bit faster to gain some EXP off of. What about this area? No. It's nothing but hippopotas. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I guess this is Drillbur. Okay. But yeah, I think that's really the only place where having monopose models hurts, is when you have to have a lot of them. Okay. That's interesting. If you have a more elite army, like, for example, Death Guard with your Plague Marines, Chaos Marines, Space Marines, things like that, where you don't have to have tons of the same thing, you can kind of have other options in your army, then you end up with plenty of different options in your army, and you don't have to worry about a ton of duplicate poses. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Hold on. 1 second. I dropped something. Okay. That's not bad EXP, but... Oop, I knocked into something. Oh, that's another one. Okay. So we'll kind of see how they go about it in the future. Obviously, they keep saying they're a model company. So, you know, they want to be making the best models possible. But they also need to sell them, which is the thing. My favorite faction to build. That's a good question. Oh, man, come on. See, these hippopotamus are annoying. They're either going to roar to scare me away. They're summoning the sand stream, so that's obnoxious. And then they also know rest. Man, that's super annoying. I'm going to go back to fighting the Palpitoads at this rate. Oh, look at that big old Jangmo. Oh. Jeez, look at that guy. Oh, he's coming at me. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That's a scary boy. That's a scary boy. Hey, what's going on, Da-Bomb? What does the 3T3 part of your name mean, Da-Bomb? I don't understand that part. My favorite faction to build is probably... I've had a lot of fun building my Imperial Guard. Because I've been doing like a tank regiment of Imperial Guard. And the tanks just go together so easily, and they look so good. GW trying to appeal more to new players, but God, I feel like some of these new models are not newcomer... Well, yeah, and they're not meant to be. Not all factions are newcomer-friendly. You know, if a newbie wants to get into, for example, Dark Eldar, which have a lot of spindly bits, they need to be prepared for a challenge. But if they want to do that faction, then great. You know, power to them. But there are factions that are much more new player friendly. For example, the Imperial Guard and the Space Marines and the Custodes and stuff like that. So it works out. Death Guard are very new player friendly. Necron are pretty straightforward to build. I was trying to make it the number 33, but saying the T in 13th. Oh, I gotcha. Interesting. So Da-Bomb 33. That's clever. I gotcha now. Oop, what did I knock into? A Natu. Can they put level rankings on their kits to show how hard they would be? Nah, because that'll dissuade new players from getting certain things. One of the reasons that Games Workshop has their own stores is to be able to introduce players to the game and to building and painting so that they can just teach you how to build those things. So if you really want some of those most complex kits to build, but you've never built a kit in your life, then, you know, there you go. No big issue. You can do it. You can get their guidance. I know it's dumb. I was in my teens when I made this name. That's funny. Yeah, well, you're stuck. I mean, you can change it, I think. I think YouTube lets you change that stuff, I thought. Oh my god, come on, just kill this Natsu already. Thank you. Alright. So the higher level Hippopotas was giving me just about as much EXP as these lower level Palpitoads. Because EXP is based off of HP. So I think it'd be helpful to let people know not to pick a really hard kit. Well, yeah. Haven't tried. Fair enough. I don't even know what option in YouTube they would do that, to be honest. I'm just sure that it exists. Oh, alright, we're almost where all of them are past level 40, which is good. Red shell. Red shell, huh? Red shell. Okay. Well. But yeah, I mean, I still got to do this grind, so, you know, feel free to talk to me about anything. The offer is open to all of you. all my viewers. I think the thing that I was most thankful for my friends when they took care of me was they made me curry. And they made so much curry that they were able to, like, send me home with leftover curry and rice. And I had that, like, 2 days in a row. I had, like, extra helpings, extra dinners of curry, and man, it was good. Oh, it was so freaking good. 5 minutes in the microwave. That's all it took. Oh, I'm drooling thinking about it. I'm drooling thinking about it. Really good stuff. Okay, Bonnie's up to level 46. Foul play. Now, foul play, 95 user turns the target's power against it. The higher the target's attack stat, the greater the damage it deals. Okay. Nasty plot. Surely is a special attack stat. Well, wait. This is dumb. Why does Thievel know all of these physical attacks, but its special attack is higher? Okay, so we need to change the strategy with this Thievel. Okay, we will learn foul play, and we'll replace Sucker Punch. But I think we may need to go back and teach Thievel that snarl move, because that's based on special attack. Man, I did not notice that. I wish I would have noticed that before. Actually, let's also let's take on this Xatu. See how tough this is. Come here, Xatu. I want to kick your butt. Level 41. Ooh, this could actually be pretty good EXP right here. Power swap. Okay. Switch all changes to its attack. What did I say? Well, it's gone now. Out of here. Boom. Give me EXP. Yeah, there we go. There's a big boost. That's good. Alright, what else we got in here? Oops. Little Natu is so cute. DeBomb, are you excited for Pokemon Day in a couple of days? Are you excited for them to do... I have not gotten hit with any multi-hitting attacks. Thank goodness. There we go. So all my Pokemon are at least over level 40 now. Ooh, wants to learn Rock Slide. Is that better than Rock Throw? 50 and 90? 75 and 90. Yeah, it is better than Rock Throw. So yeah. Yeah, I think, isn't like the 25th or something like that? Like the 20... Or it's like the 25th anniversary or something like that. I can't remember. Something's happening in a couple of days, as far as I understand it. You know what I ought to do, now that I'm thinking about it? I ought to do an art showcase stream at some point where I show off... Oop, what happened? Where I show off art that people have done for me. I think that'd be really nice. Maybe I'll make just like a little thank you video or something like that, where I collect all the artwork that people have done for me, or that I've commissioned, and I just make a little video talking about the piece and how, you know, who did it, thank them for it, link to their stuff about it. Never heard of it, sadly. No, Pokemon doesn't excite me. Fair enough. But you do like watching challenges like this, right? Could be cute, yeah. Could be cute. Just a little thank you video. I actually also need to sit down and make my application for HoloLive. So HoloLive is hiring English talents. And I have yet to put in my application, but I think that's due by like the beginning of March. So I got to get on that as well. Dr. Noct getting up there. Please leave you out. Why? Why would I leave you out? You've done so much good work for me. But HoloLive says gender is irrelevant. But let's be honest. They're probably looking more for girls than guys. The girls seem to be very, very successful in HoloLive and Niji Sanji. And but I'm still gonna throw my hat into the ring. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Good luck. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Where are all the Palpitoads at? Oh, I actually caught a Wimpod. Not actually caught it, but I caught up to one. May as well crush it. Under my boot. Splat. That takes care of that. Yeah, that's a pitiful amount of EXP. Don't care to be facing too many more of those. I wonder if I can fight this Seismitoad. Let me see here. Make sure I'm all healed up. If I can beat this guy, this will be a lot of EXP. What level is he? 60? I can't get away. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, I got away. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. If, say, they do something interesting on the day, that's one thing, but I don't get excited about Pokemon. Yeah, okay, we got out. We got out. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not about to fight a level 60 with my level 40s. That's not going to happen. Also, recently talked to my therapist about next steps in transitioning. Hoping the next month I can get on home. Wow. Well, congratulations, Mad Jackie. I hope it goes smoothly. I have other friends that have gone through the process. And it is... everyone kind of goes through their own journey. And I just wish you the best of luck. Yeah, that was a little bit scary right then. Now, the rule was that if a wild area Pokemon catches me, I have to fight it. But if I go up to the wild area Pokemon, then it's okay, right? I found a loophole in my own rule. So it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. What about these guys? Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Frillish, they're so cute. I really wish Frillish evolved into something that didn't look like a blimp. Well, I'm really excited for it. I'm a bit worried about the mental stuff that it should. Yes, well, as far as I understand, and, you know, I'm not a doctor or a therapist or anything like that, so take it all with a grain of salt, but as far as I've heard, some people describe it as like going through puberty again, which, you know, has its ups and downs. But it is important in the transitioning process, I suppose. I don't honestly know. I'm glad these Frillish are easy to take down. They get pretty good EXP. That's good. Okay. Maybe we'll fight more of these. How about this Gastrodon? Oh, a very strong-looking Gastrodon? That's not a good sign. 50? Yeah, we gotta run. Nope, not dealing with that. No siree. No siree. It's so wild because there's these, like, individual Pokemon that walk around and they're so much tougher. It's just that I'm already a pretty emotional person and I'm afraid that it will make me even more emotional. I don't know. Well, I don't really know what to tell you because I don't want to give you any bad advice or anything like that. And it's not like I know. I haven't gone through any sort of transition or anything like that, so I couldn't tell you from my own perspective. All I can tell you is what I've heard from other people. Third-hand information. But, you know, keep working with the professionals that are around you and all that kind of stuff, and you know, listen to their counsel. All right, we're getting real close. We're getting real close. Breezy wants to learn Mist. I don't care. Ooh, we're getting close. We're getting close. All right. What about this this guy over here? Come here. Oh, don't have to. I have to like, yeah, ring my. There we go. Tranquil. Is this guy tough? No, this guy's actually kind of weak. Okay. Well... what else has been going on? What am I excited for? I'm still waiting for the next Elder Scrolls. We've gotten so many versions of Skyrim that they just repackaged the same game. But I'm waiting for the next Elder Scrolls. Now let me be clear. I don't have high hopes for the next Elder Scrolls. Bethesda has done some questionable things, made some questionable investments. And the last Fallout game that they made, Fallout 76, not great. Not great. I also wasn't a huge fan of Fallout 4. But I really enjoyed Skyrim, I really enjoyed Oblivion, and I really enjoyed Morrowind. So I'm looking forward to the next one. Microsoft brought them out, so ES might be in better hands. Maybe. As long as they recognize the need to invest in the game. I'm waiting for games that companies don't want to make. What is that? I'm not sure. Oh, you mean like Metroid and Star Fox? And Half-Life 3. Those kinds of games? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Well, and it's so sad because Nintendo even like blocks attempts at people to make fan games of Metroid and stuff like that. And it's like, come on. If you're not going to make it, then let other people make it. Like, give up the license already. Or at least, like, work with that indie developer and have them, like, buy the license. Or something. You don't have to just crap it all out. So, well, we'll see what happens. But yeah. I don't know, it just felt like Bethesda was on this, like, they made Elder Scrolls Online, and then it was nothing but Fallout. It was like Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, and then they've just been reprinting Skyrim over and over and over and over and over again. And it's like, come on. Elder Scrolls Online is not that good. Nintendo is a little anal about copyright. Yeah, Mother 4 Project had to change their name because Nintendo tried shutting... Jeez. That's not good. Oh, man. So close. Yeah, I know there's a lot of companies that are pretty jealous about their licenses. Disney and Nintendo are the two, I think, most notorious about them. Okay. Oh, I got some watts, too. Okay, let's go heal. Oh, I really want to challenge the gym, but I know that I'm not ready. I know that my team is just not going to be able to handle it. I need the weakest Pokemon needs to be at least level 45. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to keep at it here. Whoa. Actually, you know what? I'll fight you. And I'm excited for Elder Scrolls. I can't really think of too many other like game trailers that I've seen where I'm like, oh my god, I need to play that. I also feel that way about movie trailers. Like, I do want to watch the new Godzilla vs. Kong. But I'm like, you know, I can wait. I can wait for that to come out to rent or something like that. I forget Boldore had Sturdy. That's an annoying ability when you're trying to grind. That is good EXP, though. If you guys were a Pokemon, what Pokemon would you be? What Pokemon do you think you would be? Ouch. I think I would be a, like, what's the, oh gosh, I'm blanking on it. It's like first evolution of the Steel and Dragon type. Hakamo'o, it's the one right before that. Because it's like Jangmo-o, Hakamo'o, and something. That's what I would be. I would be like this guy right here. Dragon and fighting type. Yeah, come on. Put up your dukes. Ha! Ho! We got kind of the same face, right? You know. He's got little things on his cheeks. I've got little things on my cheeks. He's got a thing on his forehead. I've got a thing on my forehead. Ditto. Turn in anything. Gardevoir. Yeah, yeah. Ditto is pretty cool. I mean, why be one Pokemon when you could be all of them? Why be one Pokemon? Whew. I made a little bit of progress in my Minecraft world. Not a ton. Not a ton of progress, but a little bit. I managed to make a wheat field behind some of the farmhouses. So, Obsidian Bubble, you'll be happy to know that there's a farm behind your house now that will help you feed the llamas. I flattened out a big area that I'm going to be building on more, but the next Minecraft episode, we're actually going to try to fight the Wither. I need to go out and collect some Wither skeleton skulls, and I can't remember where I last found that nether fortress, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. But we have to collect Wither skulls and some soul sand, and then make the Wither, and then fight the Wither. It's going to be very exciting. I'm pretty excited for it. It's not an easy fight, but you get a nether star that will allow us to build our first beacon. And we have iron galore, so we can absolutely make beacons. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yes, your llamas will have tons of food to eat. It's a really big wheat field. It's bigger than the one in my castle. In fact, I might replace the one in my castle with like some more flowers and stuff like that. Like some you know, decorative topiary and stuff like that. Make it look a little nicer. And then I also want to make, like, carrot fields and potato fields and stuff like that. Really flesh out that area. Flesh out the village with more than just buildings. I also managed to increase the RAM that I have on my Minecraft world, so things are running a lot smoother. It's Arrow! Thank you, Arrow. I appreciate it. Welcome back as well. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of you guys being here. We've been grinding for over an hour and a half here. Just beating these Palpitoads. The Palpitoads are high enough level and an evolved Pokemon, so they're at least a little bit decent EXP. I have been doing good. It was a rough week. It was a very stressful week. I was telling the chat earlier, you know, we lost power for several days. We lost water for several days. I was having to melt snow in order to flush the toilets. We ran really low on food for a while there. I think the status point was when I had to make myself like a half-frozen Nutella and honey sandwich. The bread couldn't even be toasted because we didn't have power. The Nutella was frozen because it was like 40 degrees inside. But that's all that I had. That's all I could make without power. That was the low point. That was when I realized, oh my god, I'm in trouble. If we don't do something, if something doesn't change, me and my kobolds are going to be in trouble. And thankfully, things did change. I had good friends that helped me out. They fed me and offered me safe haven. And I'm ever thankful for them. I need to come up with something really nice to do for them. Because it wasn't just that they helped me, it's that they wanted to help me. Right? And I'm actually getting a little choked up thinking about it. Because they lured me in with curry. Because they knew that I can't resist curry. But I wouldn't ask them for help of my own volition. Because I don't like to be a burden. So, and I like to be very, very independent. So, for them to want to help me meant so much. And so I need to come up with something nice to do for them. I'm not sure what. Yeah, how to bribe a dragon. Hot food. Hot food. Something hot or something food, ideally both. That's why lots of people sacrifice, you know, princesses and stuff, because princesses can be hot, but they're not food. Some people sacrifice livestock to dragons because they're food, but they're not hot. So the ideal combination is hot food. So food that is spicy or warm. That's the way you do it. I mean, I guess you could make, like, sexy food. But depending on the dragon, that may not actually go over very well. Hot food. That's the way you do it. Yeah, my friends are definitely keepers. I've known them for a long, long time. Long, long time. Yeah, you ever want to flatter a dragon? Invite them to a potluck or invite them to, you know, have a feast in their honor or something like that. You will be in that dragon's good graces so fast. So fast. It's great. Yeah, cookout. Invite your local dragon to a barbecue. Grill off or something like that. Ideally make some chili, something they can go home with. You know, give them an extra piece of Tupperware to send home with. You will have a dragon that is butter in your hands. Just melting. Okay. Let's see here. What's the situation? Let's swap to Breezy. We can fight some of these gloons. Food goes a long way for me, especially. So there's my friends are big proponents of this concept called love languages. Okay, so a love language is ways that you show appreciation, or ways that you show affection. Okay, there's a couple of different kinds. Some of the most obvious ones are gift giving, or time. Spending time with your friend. There's also words of affirmation, telling your friend, good things about them and stuff like that, complimenting them, telling them that you're proud of them and stuff like that. There's also acts of service, like doing them actual favors, helping them with their car when they have trouble, or helping them build a fence, or helping them cook. Things like that. Going out and running an errand for them. And some people have different love languages that they like receiving than they like giving, right? So, for example, I love giving gifts. I love finding a really good gift for a friend and giving that to them to show that I appreciate them. However, I hate getting gifts. I really do not like getting gifts. I already kind of have all that I want. I've got all my horde and my kobolds and all these. What else could I want, right? So getting gifts, I'm not a big fan of, but I love giving gifts. However, I love getting food. I love it when people are willing to cook for me. That is, I love it so much. Because I don't cook for myself very much, and my kobolds are not very good cooks either. So that goes a long way for me. And then I know that, I have one friend, the ones that took care of me, I know that they really like it when you spend time with them. And so that's why we have our Model Monday, right? I spend time with them, we work on something together, we get to talk about just about anything. It's a good time for all of us. And even though that's not necessarily the love language that I'm used to, it's one that I'm willing to speak for them because I love them as friends. So that's the love language that I choose to communicate with them. So that's a little bit of wisdom from your friendly dragon here. Learn the love languages that you like to receive and the love languages that you like to give. And then also learn the love languages of your friends and family. Because it will really, really help you in identifying how you can show appreciation in really meaningful ways and to foster positive relationships. For example, if you really love words of affirmation, you love telling your friend, "Oh man, I'm so proud of you, man. Oh man, I can't believe you're a handsome guy, you're a good guy, I really like you, you're doing great." But your friend feels like you're patronizing them, and your friend would rather you just spend time with them and just talk. It's worth it to learn that. Because then you can just have a good conversation with your friend, maybe still sprinkle in some words of affirmation, but, don't just send them a letter or send them a card. Like, actually spend time with them. That's where suddenly, you guys are connecting on a deeper level and showing true appreciation. That's what I recommend. Learn those love languages. It's not easy. Not everyone. Some people have multiple love languages. Some people, show different love languages to different people. Like, they'll give one person lots of gifts, but then they'll, shower another person with lots of physical affection. So, kind of learn what works best. And it doesn't hurt just to ask. Ask your friends and family, "Hey, what do you prefer? Would you prefer it that I got you a nice gift? Or would you prefer it if, I helped you, clean the living room next time?" See what they say. They may say, "Oh, I'd really like, if you could get me this, nice book that I've been wanting." Or, "I really would like some help cleaning the living room. I think that would go a lot further than anything that you could get me." Right? Love language. I think one thing that many people are not used to is like physical affection, right? That's another kind of love language. And it can be as simple as just giving a person a hug once in a while, you know? It's not personally my love language. I tend to be very standoffish when it comes to physical affection. But I have gotten to the point where if you are a very close friend of mine, you know, hugging may be in the cards if it's comfortable for both of us. You know, pats on the back and stuff like that. Even a little head pat can be a good form of physical affection. I'm just rambling at this point. We're really, really close, guys. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this Pelipper up to level 43, and then... do I want to try for it? Do I want to try to take on Raihan again? I did say 45 I wanted to be my lowest, but... I don't know. These Gloom... They're relatively easy to take down, but they're so obnoxious with their status effects. Good rambles, I'm glad. Okay, there's 44 for Omnom and 43 for Gyromite. That's pretty good. Wants to learn Sandstorm? No, I don't think so. No? You don't want me to face Raihan yet? You want me to keep grinding? Do I have an antidote? Or do I just have full heal? Just full heal. I don't want to rush into it, but I also don't want to, like, I don't know, be boring. Hey, I'm glad you like that advice, Mad Jackie. I like to think that over time I've learned a thing or two. Buble Beam. It's a good thing these frogs reproduce so fast. Otherwise, I'd be worried about depleting the population of Palpitoads. That was a lot of peas. So depleting, there's depleting. Is there just pleading? So I'm always curious about the English language when it comes to suffixes. Or no, not the, what are they called? Is it suffix? Prefix. Prefix. Suffix is at the end. Prefix is at the beginning. So prefix, like, you know, no, what am I talking about? Impossible. Impossible, right? So, the I am of impossible, is the prefix, I believe. Because you can just say possible, and that is a valid word, right? Defund, right? Fund is a normal word. Defund is another word with the prefix D, meaning take away, right? Impossible is opposite of, right? So impossible is the opposite of possible. So depleting, right? Does that mean there's pleading? Or how about repeat, right? Re is another suffix. Or, I'm sorry, prefix. So, can you just peat? Kind of like replant, right? Replant. There's plant, you plant something, and then there's replant, you plant it over again. So, repeat should be the same, right? You peat something, and then you repeat it. Right? Is that how the English language works? Or am I wrong? So if I wanted to, like, say something, but I only wanted to say it once, I would just peat it. Augment or increases would be the antonym. Instead of deplete, there's deplete, and then the opposite is augment. But you couldn't just say pleat, right? Oh, have we depleted our source of water? No, we still pleat it. It is still pleated. I don't have to repeat myself. I'll just peat myself. You get it? Like, does that make sense? I'm only gonna peat this once. I won't repeat it. Replete. Oh, replete. There's deplete and there's replete. Ah. But what's pleat then? Like, re and d are both suffixes, so what if you just take away those? Pleat is just pleat, like, there is some. Like, we're not increasing or decreasing. Pleat is just, like, staying stable or something like that. What about implete? Is implete possible? Can you implete something? I'm really confused, guys. I honestly don't know why this is a thing. I can deplete and I can replete. But can I implete? Crease is something, is all I know. Yeah. So you can increase and you can decrease, but can you just crease? I guess, like, technically crease has its own word, but when you increase and decrease, you're raising or lowering something, right? By a value. But if you crease something, does that mean you keep something the same? Oh yeah, I'm just going to crease this. I'm just going to keep this the same. And I'm not going to increase or decrease this. It will remain creased. I'm confusing myself. Dude, I'm about to pleat. That's funny. If somebody told me they were about to pleat, I'd be like, same. Just to agree with them. Just so that we could both vibe. That's English language for you, folks. Got a lot of words that don't make sense. Pleat is an absolute mood. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. I think you're right. Now, let me try facing these hippopotamus. Maybe if I can, like, knock them out in one shot. Now that my Pokemon are a little bit stronger. I was not ready for Big Brain Stream. My brain is wrinkling as we speak. Huge wrinkles. I love how Pelipper just kind of tosses this water ball, like, bleh, bleh. Bonnie's getting kind of high level there. Pot talk. Oh, there's a Growlithe. You know what? Don't do drugs, kids. Ooh, intimidate. I'm so scared. That. Ooh, that didn't do a whole lot of damage right there. Oh, probably because it's a sunny day or something like that. Too many creases, yes. I'm re-creasing my brain. I'm increasing. Japanese style murder scene. That's such a funny move right there. There you go. Get out of here, Growlithe. That was too tough. whole lot of EXP there either. That's okay. Oh, it's nighttime suddenly. Goodness. Oh yeah, protect. Protect is another one. So, pro is a suffix, meaning a positive. You can also detect, right? To identify or something like that. Detect and protect. But can you just tect? Is tecting a thing? Sometimes you can imtect? Can you retect? Why is it just protect or detect, and why are those two things so very different? I don't know. I remember when I was younger, my kindergarten teacher banned my class from talking about Pokemon and joining them because she thought they were scary. Oh, man. Well, when Pokemon first came out, it was a scary time. You know? Suddenly, kids everywhere were slave to these tiny little gray boxes that they stared at for hours and hours, and the parents didn't understand what was going on. I understand that would be scary for people that didn't know what to expect. I remember my parents were not very thrilled with my desire to play many video games. They often looked at many people that were playing video games, and they disapproved. Looking back at it, I wonder if she was the one on the Satanic Panic. Those people that thought Pokemon were satanic. Maybe. I don't know. There's still people that think that, I guess. All my school did was ban Pog, but Pokemon cards were absolutely fine. Oh! I thought you meant like the Twitch Pog, which was actually banned recently because apparently the original face of PogChamp said some kind of not very nice things. Yeah, not Poggers. But Pog, the little game with little circular discs that you would slap around. Yeah. I think you can still get those in places, Pogs. They really didn't last. I remember being really into Pogs for a short period of time. And when I say short, like, it was cool for maybe a month, and then I was really done with it. Yeah, milk caps. I remember there was like Pokemon had Pogs, and you could get them in like little bags of chips or something like that. I remember like there was a specific bag of chips that you had to get in order to get these Pokemon Pogs. They were all collectible and all sorts of things like that, and I got a lot of them. And then my parents got rid of them all. Oh well. Ooh, that hurt a little bit. Yeah, Lays, that's what it was. Yeah. That was a fun period of time. I also was really into Bionicle when that was coming out, and I would collect the little mask packs. Bionicle was really cool. Bionicle was peak Lego. Bionicle was peak Lego. The Lego sets coming out now have nothing on the original couple releases of Bionicle. How's it going, Tia-kun? Oh, crap. I'm out of brine. Oops. Oh, used rest. Okay, that's fine. They tried to reboot Bionicle, and it just was not the same. Ooh, that's rough, Arrow. That's really rough. I remember they were like $15 per kit or something like that back when I was getting them. I really liked Pohatu. Pohatu was the stone Tau. Or something. I forget what words they used. But he had the big butt-kicking feet. And I was really into soccer at the time, so... Yeah, mid-90s. Yeah, yeah. They were cool. They were really cool. The monsters and all the different things like that. Yeah, the Toa. The Toa. That's what they were called. Pohatu was my favorite. A lot of people liked Kopaku, the ice one, or Tahu, the fire one. And then Gali was like the token female or something like that. Gali was pretty cool. She had like the scuba mask and the like climbing hooks. Oh, I got a fossilized dino. We need to heal again. Yeah, Bionicle was a lot of fun. When they tried to reboot it, it just wasn't the same. They really, really tried, but they kept changing the story around. I really like the original Bionicle because of the mystery. There were so many things they didn't tell you about. And then as they went, it's like the mystery became less and less mysterious because they kept revealing more things than they were creating. And it just got really weird. Like, I remember there was, like, a period of time where the lore was based around these big cities and stuff like that. And I was like, what is this? I really liked the more kind of fantastical, you know, village, medieval kind of theme. To nobody's surprise. When they started getting the underwater stuff was cool, but it still felt too high tech, I think, which is kind of weird. There's a big old Mudsdale. Yeah, Metru Nui, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah. The big city. The Barakai. The swamp. I like the little ones that rolled into balls. I can't remember what they're called. But they were like an infestation. That was cool. Like those first two like seasons of Bionicle were really, really great. The Voya Nui, the island that had Paraka. Oh yeah, that one was okay. That one was okay. But then they got into all this stuff like I think they were called the Borak. The Borak. Or the Barak? I can't remember. But they had the little brains that would sling out. That was really cool. Borax, yeah, yeah. Yeah, those guys were really, really cool. I just remember like the Flash games that they had. The little click adventures that you had to go through, you know, and they had really like, for its time, Bionicle had some really great Flash animations. Like really top-notch Flash animations. It was really impressive, the level that they went to. I was rather impressed. It's been years, so I'm probably forgetting. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's been a while. I love that the sunlight can be harsh, even though it's nighttime in the Pokemon game. That's kind of funny. But yeah, Bionicle was really, really cool. I like collecting the masks. I love that the masks had different powers as well. You know, the powers of levitation or telekinesis or shielding. But they also had weaknesses. Like the mask of shielding could protect you from attacks you're aware of, but not attacks that you're unaware of. I just can't believe I remember the names, but I remember like the Rudaka. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man. Now I just want to look all that stuff up again. Because there was some really cool stuff. Heals define. Oh yeah. Well, maybe that was the beginning of the end, or maybe it was too far gone at that point. I don't know. All right, looking for more of these hippopotas to beat up. Make those funny little sounds like you're tapping on a clay pot or something, or blowing through a clay pot. Yeah, Makuta was the best. Makuta and Matanui. And Makuta was just like this power, this negative energy that just subsumed everything. And that's what made Makuta so cool and mysterious. She was a really awesome kit, one of the bigger models. Yeah. And then it's like after Makuta, a lot of the bad guys became very, very well defined, whereas Makuta was like very ethereal. You know, kind of like just a corrupting influence, making the masks all dirty and stuff like that. And that even the Toa were not immune to it. If they put on a dirty mask, then they, oh man, come on. That's what'll happen if I don't manage to kill the hippopotamus in one shot. It'll just use roar and scare me away. That's a little annoying. There's still better EXP right now. The Swamp and Bat Makutas. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember the one of the like this crazy tiger thing that Makuta had that like you pulled a trigger and its head extended and its jaw snapped. That was so cool. And the whole idea was once you knocked the mask off, then that would disable them, right? That was the goal. Bionicle was really cool. I'm just going on a nostalgia trip right now. I apologize. Y'all are here for it, right? Okay, we're going to beat up a few more of these hippopotamus. Breezy will then be level 45. We'll heal up. We'll take one more look at some of the moves that we have. And then we're going to try to take on Raihan one more time. I have a plan. Makutas were actually a species of evil spirits that were corrupting, so the first Makuta that was introduced as a villain was named Pterodax. Ah! I just remember seeing the flash animation of, like, the Makuta that's just, like, a single mask floating in a mass of, like, Bionicle bits. Oh, it was so cool. It was so cool. That Flash game was the greatest. Okay, here we go. I'm amazed that you remember all that, Mad Jackie. That's a lot of lore. And what it is, I've replaced all that lore with stuff about Warhammer and Pokemon and other things. There's my team. This is the team that's got to do it. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna remember. I remember there was a move that I wanted to swap out for Bonnie. I want to just replace Night Slash with something else. Snarl here. 55.95. User yells as if it's ranting. Any other special moves that you can learn? Not really. Wow. Okay, so just Snarl, which lowers the special attack stats of opposing Pokemon. Yeah, we want to learn that instead of Night Slash. Okay. So then, what I'm going to do... So 45, 45, 43, 44, 46, and 48. That's pretty good. Especially since Red Shell just still has a redonkulous amount of defense. I'm not too worried about Red Shell not being the highest level. Because Red Shell's strategy is totally different. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start with, I think, these two. Gyromite and Omnom. And the idea is going to be to take out the Flygon and the Gigalith. Ideally, the Gigalith first. As quickly as possible. So that we can get that Sandaconda out. And then take it out. And then, yeah, the Underwater Bionicle were pretty cool. And then, hopefully, we'll be able to use, you know, people like Red Shell and some of these others without penalty. Breezy will... I will probably use Breezy to Dynamax, because Breezy knows Protect, which turns into Max Guard when the Duraludon will be Gigantamaxed. Okay? So Breezy will Gigantamax, Max Guard, will have to take one hit, And then hopefully we'll be able to protect one more time. And that will deplete the Duraludon of Gigantamax. And then we're back on the same playing field. Then the plan is to bust out Red Shell. And if I'm still having trouble with the Duraludon, I'm going to use Power Split. The user employs the Psychic Power to average its attack and special attack stats with those of the target. Which, because Shuckle's attack is dismal, will mean that Duraludon's attack is going to be brought way, 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 way down. Okay? Then it's just a matter of knocking it out with something. Ideally, maybe Bonnie with the Ice Fang or something like that. We'll see. That's the plan, my friends. That's the plan. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's just make it happen. Okay. This is what the past 2 hours of grinding have led up to. If I can't win this, it's pretty much game over. I mean, it is. It's game over. I can't make a team out of the last 3 Pokemon that I have. It just can't happen. So, here we go. Get into my announcer voice. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a rematch on the field of battle. We have for you today an exciting rematch between our challenger Arlick and Raihan, the Dragon-type Gym Leader. The last round saw Arlick taken down with a full team of 6 powerful Pokemon. Let's see what Arlick brings to the table this time in terms of strategy and strength. Will Arlick be able to take down the Sandstream Ground-type combo that Raihan employs? Or will he be defeated a second time and knocked out of this event? Raihan, starting the same way he did before. This time we're seeing 2 new Pokemon, a Claydol and a Dreadnought from Arlick, and both contestants are ready to begin. Sandstream, starting right off the bat thanks to Gigalith's ability. But all the Pokemon on the field are currently a ground or rock type, which means they will not take any damage from this Sandstream ability. Both contestants carefully measuring their abilities. Flygon, beginning with a powerful crunch against Claydol. It's a big hit. Psychic type power, weak against dark types. Gyromite's defense is going down. Omnom coming out with a powerful Razor Shell. Will it be enough? No. It's going to be another couple of hits against Gigalith to make that happen. Gyromite coming out with Power Split. That is going to average its attack with Flygon's attack. Means that their attacks are going to be very, very different now. Gigalith putting out the Stealth Rock. That's much that we saw before, making it difficult for Arlick to bring out full health Pokemon. Once again, a crunch. Oh, and a powerful hit. Gyromite looking worse for wear, but still on the field, tanking the hits. And there is another Razor Shell from Dreadnought, bringing Gigalith down to a sliver of health, but it's still not enough. Cosmic Power coming out from Claydol. Maybe a misplay there on Arlick's... Oh, there's the body press from Gigalith against Omnom. Ooh, it's big damage, but it's not going to be enough. It looks like Arlick is going to have to swap out now if he hopes to keep a hold of these Pokemon. Bringing out a Shuckle, it looks like. While Dreadnought works to finish off this Gigalith. Here comes the Shuckle. A very tanky Pokemon, also a rock type, is going to be immune to the Sandstream, but not immune to the Stealth Rocks. Crunch coming out, not doing a lot of damage. Looks like that will be helping Shuckle stay on the field. And there goes the Gigalith, taken down by a critical hit. Not that Dreadnought really needed it, but good to see. Good job, Dreadnought. Lots of EXP for Arlick's team. Here comes the Sandaconda, the other Pokemon that makes the field for Raihan. Arlick coming out with some attacks. One Pokemon down. Breaking Swipe coming out from the Flygon. Doesn't do a lot to Red Shell, but Red Shell is a very tanky Pokemon. Its attack going down, which is laughable. Omnom, however, really feeling that hit, and it misses with the Razor Shell. Not what you want to see at this point. Omnom getting paralyzed by a glare. Omnom is really struggling, even as Red Shell uses the Struggle Bug to do a pitiful amount of damage. But it will lower the special attack of both Pokemon. Not that that is a huge deal, but it's a good start. Let's see if Omnom can bring it back despite being paralyzed. Needs to take out... Oh, the Sandaconda using a Protect. That is going to stop any damage from coming in for at least a turn. That means that move is wasted. Oh, Omnom taking a Thunder Punch. Now we want to see Razor Shell failing against Sandaconda's Protect. Red Shell using Struggle Bug will not affect the Sandaconda again because of that Protect. But it will hurt that Flygon just a little bit. The Sandstorm subsiding. Interesting time. Interesting time. That Flygon is still on the field. And I think that as long as the Flygon is on the field, Arlick is feeling relatively safe. However, Omnom, using a Protect itself, trying to drag this out. Thunder Punch, bouncing off the Protect. That's what Arlick wants to see. Earth Power coming out from Sandaconda against, again, targeting Omnom, and again, bouncing off the Protect. It seems that two can definitely play at that game. Considering carefully what his next move is going to be. Sandaconda Sandspit coming out. Not what Arlick wants. His other Pokemon are not rock types, so he has to be careful. Carefully choosing his abilities, and is likely going to have to swap out from Omnom to something else. But what? But what? Okay, it looks like we have a Thievul coming out to the field. It is going to take some damage from those Stealth Rocks. But maybe Thievul can make some things happen with a couple of special moves. Here comes the Thunder Punch. Let's see how well this Thievul tanks it. Not too bad. Sandaconda coming out with Earth Power. Also targeting Thievul. Thievul staying above half strength. A critical moment in Arlick's strategy. Can this moment be turned around? Thievul taking some Sandstorm damage. This could be bad. Okay, here comes the response. Flygon using Steel Wing against Shuckle. Ooh, it's a little bit of damage. That's looking risky. Here comes the Snarl from Thievul, a special attack that is going to lower the special attack of both Sandaconda and Flygon. Will it be enough? Here comes the Glare. Targeting Thievul, paralyzing it, which will slow it down. Interesting, interesting. This is a slow battle, but a critical one. Every move counts, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, special attack getting even lower on both sides. Sandaconda is relying on its special attack to do any damage, which could mean that it is going to have a hard time doing anything really significant. Let's see. Another Steel Wing coming out against Red Shell. Oh no, and Red Shell takes it! A critical hit from Flygon. That is not what Arlick wants to see, not at this critical stage of the game. Not at all. A Fire Fang coming out from Sandaconda. Another critical hit. Oh, and Bonnie cannot even move. It looks like this is not going the way that Arlick wanted at all. Desperate times come to desperate measures. Out comes Breezy. Flying type Pokemon does not protect against the Stealth Rocks. This is big. This is big. Once again, a protect. Oh, no! That's where both of Arlec's attacks are going, and it is not going to be enough. Bonnie going down as well. This could be the beginning of the end, folks. Arlec is dropping Pokemon very, very quickly, and the Pokemon that he has are not able to get the connecting hits that they need in order to count. The Sandstorm, however, has finally subsided. And out comes Dr. Noct, the Noctowl. 2 Flying-type Pokemon on the field. That means Earth-type moves, Ground-type moves will not be effective. But those pointed stones doing a lot of damage as soon as these Pokemon come out. Thunder Punch coming out against the Noctowl. It does a lot of damage. Sandaconda coming out with Glare once again. Despite having low accuracy, it is 100% against Arlec's Pokemon. Here comes the Brine. Will it be enough to finish off Sandaconda? It is! Thankfully, the Sandaconda goes down, but just at the end, it releases another Sand Spit. Not what Arlec wants. But at least Raihan's support Pokemon have finally gone down. Dr. Noct coming out with a Moonblast. Fairy-type move is very super effective against a Dragon-type Pokemon, and there it goes! Arlec could be making a comeback here. This is critical. This is critical. Could be what Arlec needs, but will it be enough? 2 half-strength Flying-type Pokemon against Raihan's Gigantamaxed Duraludon. Here it comes, the critical moment. Dynamax. And a recovery move for Noctowl are being shouted out. But here comes Duraludon's Gigantamax form. Rising up into the sky, the skyscraper Pokemon itself. G-Max. Duraludon. Towering over the battlefield. The tower, a bulwark that Arlec must climb with the few Pokemon that he has left in order to make this challenge count. Can he do it? Not a lot of options left. He's got to use what he has very strategically. Max Guard from the Pelipper. Max Rockfall from Duraludon, and it's gonna target the Noctowl. Dr. Noct has been taken out immediately. The Protect was completely non-effective. And Breezy taking more damage. But it's not over yet. It's looking bad, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Gyromite on a sliver of health. Pointed Stones doing more damage. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Another Max Rockfall. Here it comes. Where's it going to go? Is it going to go into the Pelipper or the Gyromite? The Pelipper is going to tank it. And amazingly, Pelipper managed to hold on just in time for Gyromite to do a massive power split. Here comes Max Geyser. That will get rid of the Sandstorm once and for all, but will it do enough damage? A rather small amount of damage indeed. The Sandstorm finally done. But is it enough? Here comes the response. Another Max Guard from Pelipper. If Duraludon attacks Pelipper, it will be completely ineffective. And there it is. The Max Guard doing what it meant to do, protecting the Pelipper. Here comes a massive hit from Gyromite. Ladies and gentlemen, this is exciting. Raihan's Pokemon is down to the sliver of health. Teetering on the brink of destruction. Will Arlec finally be able to get this 8th gym badge? It's possible. It's possible. Duraludon can only attack one of them. Will Arlec? Oh, the Protect failed. And the attack goes to Gyromite. This is bad, ladies and gentlemen. Gyromite goes down, meaning only Omnom is left. Arlick needs to attack with both of these Pokemon so that one of them can survive and finish off the Duraludon. That is the hope. That is the chance. Here it comes. Will it happen? Breaking Swipe is going to attack both Pokemon at the same time! Oh no! Both Pokemon are taken down in the same moment despite everything. Raihan knew what Arlick was planning to do and baited out the final attack. If Arlick had not used Protect at the last moment, Arlick might have gotten that win. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The 8th gym failed. Arlick is now out of the running to face the champion at the end of the game. My friends, we almost had him. We almost had him. Let's say one last goodbye to our friends. Gyromite, that could have been your victory, and it should have been. Nom, you did great. You did the damage where it counted. Red Shell, you were gone too soon. That critical shouldn't have even touched you. Breezy, you tanked every hit that you needed to, except for the last one. Dr. Noct, your Moon Blast to take out that Flygon was superb. Bonnie, you are almost completely useless. So, Obsidian Bubble, I didn't save the game after all of that grinding, so I would have to grind for another 2 hours to level up our Pokemon and then try again, and I'm not about to do that. So, that's attempt number 2 done. That's game over. I have one more attempt. Okay. One more attempt of Pokemon Sword, Nuzlocke. In the first one, we chose Sobble as our starter. In this one, we chose Grookey as our starter. And in the last one, we will be choosing Scorbunny as our starter. So there's one more run that we will do to try to beat this game, to beat the champion. I'll need more nicknames. I'll need more inspiration. We're not done with this game yet, but it will mean starting from the very beginning. We'll catch different Pokemon very likely, you know, depending on the weather of the wild area and the chances of catching certain Pokemon in different areas and stuff like that. The rules will remain the same. No held items, no in-battle healing. And all the normal Nuzlocke rules, like catching the first Pokemon you see in a route. And what I will try to do is probably push those streams to be a little bit longer so that I can get more progress on each of them. So that at the very least we're making speedier progress through the weeks through the game, right? So that's my plan. Next week, on Tuesday, if everything goes well, I will have another Pokemon Nuzlocke stream. And it will be attempt number 3, season 3, episode 1. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I have much more ahead planned tomorrow. Actually, after the stream, I'm going to be testing the mods for Minecraft to play with Enob tomorrow. There will be an announcement for that. We're going to plan our time, so it may be a little bit last minute, but keep an eye on Twitter. Keep an eye on YouTube, and you'll see when that goes up. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. Normally, I wouldn't plug myself like that, but if you want to catch that, I would recommend it. And then we'll be back into my survival world on Thursday, and then we'll be kind of moving back into our normal schedule. So, what a rush. If I had made a couple of moves different, or if a couple things had happened differently, then I could have won that round. But next time, I'm really going to be, you know, making a team thinking ahead about the future gyms that I have to fight. And it's going to be more hair-raising, tense battles ahead. You know, we're going to have to redo everything. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be any easier. So I hope that you guys will join me for that. I'll be announcing that on Twitter, of course, with my updated schedule on Friday. And until then, I hope you enjoy the rest of the streams that I have planned throughout the weeks ahead. So until then, thank you all for watching. Farewell. And I hope to see you all again very soon.